different narratives on housing, one from the campaign and a very different one from the minister. The new housing minister, the former mayor from Vancouver, who let housing prices go up 179% in just 8 years, is saying something very different. The minister answered a resounding no when he was asked if home prices should come down from their record highs. If he's adamant that prices shouldn't go down, how much does he think that they should go up?
The Honourable Minister of Housing and Infrastructure and Minister responsible for Pacific Economic Development Canada.
Merci, Monsieur Président.
It's an honour for me to be here in the House.
Vancouver, Fraser U, South Burnaby, for giving me the opportunity to represent them here. On the issue of affordability and affordable housing, well, first, I'm very proud to be part of a government that's committed to cutting taxes from day one here in the House.
Here, here.
I'm also looking forward to pursuing the most ambitious affordable housing plan in the history of Canada, delivering a GST cut to first-time home buyers and ensuring we bring the development costs down.
The honourable member for Thornhill.
The minister ought to know that the housing market is already in chaos. Sellers can't sell and buyers can't buy. It's proving out. Only 310 houses were sold across the entire GTA. That's a staggering 89% below 10-year average. Lower supply, higher prices spells more trouble for Canadians. So instead of building homes and bringing the cost down, he's actually building more bureaucracy. So we know that housing prices went up 179% when he was in charge of housing in Vancouver. How much higher are they going to get when he's in charge of housing for the entire country?
The Honourable Minister of Housing and Infrastructure and Minister responsible for Pacific Economic Development Canada.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the member, it's not about reducing the value of an individual's home or senior's home. The member may wish to force seniors to sell their homes for less. We're going to focus on building more affordable housing and delivering a cut to the GST to first-time home buyers.
The Honourable Member for Parry Sound, Muskoka.
Mr. Speaker, the sale of new homes in the GTA just hit a 7th straight month of record-setting lows. Only 310 new homes were sold in the GTA in April. That's a 72% drop over last year and an 89% drop in the 10-year average, with condo sales plummeting 94%. Wow. The report warns that there will be a massive housing shortage in 2 years. Prices are too high for buyers and they're too low for sellers. So can the Prime Minister tell us what he plans to do to help the buyers that cannot afford to buy and the sellers that cannot afford to sell?
L'honorable ministre des Finances et du Revenu national.
It's good to be back, and in fact, the Conservatives have not changed, Mr. Speaker. They should listen more. My colleague was very clear about what we're doing. We're eliminating GST for first-time home buyers, Mr. Speaker, in the country, for houses up to $1 million. We should all celebrate, Mr. Speaker, and we expect the Conservative to support the Ways and Means motion we have put, Mr. Speaker, because this is how we can help Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for Parry Sound, Muskoka.
Well, Mr. Speaker, tax relief is certainly welcome, and it's frankly long overdue from this government, but the meager tax cuts that they're talking about will save families $70 a month. We're dealing with families that are looking at $5,000 a month mortgages or more. Equifax is reporting that the mortgage delinquencies in Ontario are at the highest level ever recorded. They're up 70%, Mr. Speaker. This is not a coincidence. It's certainly not a surprise. So instead of building a third federal housing bureaucracy, why don't we just get more homes built?
Good point. L'honorable ministre des Finances.
The Honourable Minister of Finance and National Revenue.
Speaker, in one end, it's encouraging that we hear the Conservative will support our motion, but it's concerning to hear a member, Mr. Speaker, to really talk down a measure that will help 22 million Canadians in this country, Mr. Speaker. This is shocking. This is up to $840 for a family with 2 incomes, Mr. Speaker. The people in my riding and his riding are welcoming this measure, and we hope the Conservative will support us. This is how you support Canadians.
L'honorable député de
The Honourable Member for Montmorency-Charlevoix.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Tout au long de ma campagne.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. All throughout my campaign, I met hundreds of young people in Montmorency-Charlevoix, my riding. They were completely discouraged by the exorbitant cost of housing. After years of Liberal governments, mortgage payments and down payments have doubled. According to the Canadian Real Estate Association, last year alone, the average home price in Quebec increased by 10%. And yet, on his first day in office, the Minister of Housing told Canadians that home prices were fine. That is so out of touch with reality. Mr. Speaker, how can the minister look young Canadians in the eye and tell them that home prices are fine? The Honourable Minister of Finance and National Revenue. Mr. Speaker, if my colleague had been listening today, he would have heard that there is good news for Canadians. We will cut GST for first-time home buyers up to $1 million, Mr. Speaker. That can lead to savings of $50,000, Mr. Speaker. That is an incredible, exceptional measure. It will help young families. It will help young Canadians, Mr. Speaker. We made a promise, and we are keeping it.
Shore, St. Margaret's.
Mr. Speaker, last month voters in my riding of beautiful South Shore, St. Margaret's, voted for change. A change to address the cost of living and a change to address the cost of living, which has eroded Canada's quality of life. They voted for a change that puts more money in their pockets, and they voted for change that builds more affordable Canada. As we build the strongest economy in the G7, we need to ensure that we leave no Canadians behind. Mr. Speaker, my question is, could the Minister of Finance and National Revenue please share with this House how the government...
She's still talking, and her time's done.
L'Honorable Ministre des Finances.
The Honourable Minister of Finance and National Revenue.
Mr. Speaker, what a great question, Mr. Speaker. I think the Conservatives should follow the lead, Mr. Speaker. I want to congratulate my colleague for election and for the hard work that she's putting on behalf of the people of South Shore. St. Margaret's, Mr. Speaker. As she mentioned, last month Canadians voted for a government that has a plan to build the best economy in the G7, and that's what we're delivering, Mr. Speaker. That's what we're delivering, and we're going to address the cost of living in this country. That's why one of the very first announcements of this government, Mr. Speaker, was to cut tax for 22 million Canadians. Mr. Speaker, we should all celebrate.